Hey y'all. Let's see if we can finish the Crisis on Infinite Dinos. Before we get started, I'm gonna let this demo loop play because I find this trailer that plays off of the title screen to be very corny. That's all. The red text that says, "You're extinct?" Amazing. Alright, I sat down here. We're in it. I think I'm not gonna stop until we're done with Dino Crisis. I think it's time. If you recall, when we left last time, I was wandering around a little bit, not quite sure what to do. Now I know what to do, and I have a bone to pick with this game, but we will get to that. So let's go down to B2 via this elevator. Facing the right way? Yes, okay. There's Xenosaurus. I think I'm over my dinosaur rant from last time. I'll be alright, I'll be alright. Alright, so the thing that needs to happen to advance the plot. This is the bone I have to pick with this game. So, we've been playing carefully, we've been reading the documents, we've been following the logic of all the things we're doing. We know that in order to start up this third energy generator, we need a forged ID card of Dr. Kirk. And we've got the card, and we've got his employee ID, and we're trying to figure out a way to get his fingerprints. But we know that we cannot start this machine yet until we've got all that stuff put together. So I was wandering around trying to figure out how to get Dr. Kirk's fingerprints or how to advance the plot. And the thing you have to do to advance the plot is do a thing that we know is not going to work. You have to try to use the machine anyway, even though this does not make any sense to use. Will you operate it?
Announcement. Generator test complete. Remember, a special keycard is required to operate the generator.
Remember, it says, a special keycard is needed to operate the generator, but you have to try anyway, just so that there's a gunshot that advances the plot. Great. Thank you, game. A person that we could have saved because we have so much healing technology in this game. We have devices that resuscitate you from death, and this researcher in this room was not even dead. She was fine. She was on the floor, and it said she was dying, and there's literally nothing you can do for her. Does not make any sense. She's been shot to death. One, 2, 8, 1. They look like devices that record the data when the third energy is activated. They've been handled by someone with bloody hands. Their fingerprints can be seen clearly. Now we can go forge the ID card.
Don't move.
And what do you think you're doing?
Carving a name for myself in history with the ultimate energy source.
Open your eyes, you freak. Your precious creation is nothing more than another weapon to be misused.
You seem to have a small degree of superficial intelligence. It's too bad that it is wasted on one who is about to die.
Rick, our target has been secured. Report here immediately. Sorry to interrupt your lecture, Doc. You were saying?
Yes, I was saying. I discovered how the third energy could affect space if it ran unchecked 3 years ago. I thought that the energy had the ability to transfer selective space to an alternate time-space continuum. But I was incorrect. The space was not transferred, it was exchanged. To put it in terms that even you can understand, third energy has the ability to replace a pocket in space with one from a different time.
What?
Yes. I came to these conclusions following this evening's final experiment. You've seen the effects yourself. Those beasts were occupying the space this facility is located on almost 65 million years ago.
Right. So that's how those dinosaurs appeared in our time.
Precisely. And that is what I have done.
Uh-huh. And how many people were sacrificed before you made this discovery?
Who cares? The numbers are quite irrelevant. Let's just say that there were many. Extraordinary deaths for ordinary men, don't you think?
Spoken like a true devil.
A god or a devil? I don't care about that. Only my experiment.
Enough. Only one thing matters at this point. Your grand invention is blocking our escape.
You need to destroy the vortex. The only way to do that is to allow the generator's third energy levels to overload. Theoretically speaking, the third energy and the vortex will cancel each other out if they come in contact with one another. But there is one small catch. If you cannot stop the generator's third energy overload, this entire region may be shifted to another point in the space-time continuum.
Then we'll just make sure to be somewhere else when the shift happens. No problem.
But we couldn't even activate the device.
You're missing the initializer and stabilizer, right?
Where are they?
Calm down. They should be stored in one of the security level A rooms on floor B3.
Very good, Doc. Now you understand our situation. We live, you live.
Okay, I'm all set to whip up a program that will send a stream of third energy into the vortex.
I'll keep an eye on the doctor. Regina, you go find those devices and overload the third energy. Remember, they're in a security level A room on floor B3.
Hold up. That whole floor is crawling with dinosaurs, including that T-Rex. Let's get this situation under control before charging off. Here, take this. The disc contains the draft plans for the initializer and stabilizer. I stumbled over them while searching through the database. Fortunately, the room where the parts are stored is not far from here. We should gather up the parts and assemble the devices.
Don't be ridiculous. Regina doesn't have the technical knowledge for that. We don't even know if all the right parts are there. We'd be better off simply trying to hunt down the completed devices.
It's too dangerous down there. She won't make it.
It's your call then, Regina. You're the one who has to do this. So what's your choice?
Gale's strategy, head for the B3 level A area. Rick's strategy, head for the parts storage on B2. I mean, everything that Gale proposes in this entire game is stupid. head for the part storage on B2.
It's your show, girl. I just hope you know what you're doing.
Do whatever you want. Just don't fail.
All right. One way or another, it's Raptor City. That's where we're headed. Okay, so a lot happened in that cutscene. But follow the logic at the beginning of it, because Dr. Kirk says that what they discovered is that the third energy exchanges two places in space-time, and that the dinosaurs were occupying the place where this facility stands. And so, after exchanging, now both the dinosaurs and the facility are here. That doesn't make any sense because it said they exchange. He didn't say, like, a pocket of the island outside the facility was exchanged, and therefore there's this pocket of ancient terrain outside and the dinosaurs invaded the facility from there. He says the dinosaurs occupied the space where the facility is. So how did it exchange? This doesn't make any sense. This game is really missing any kind of outside terrain at all. It would make much more sense if part of the terrain of the island was exchanged, and maybe the island is even like irregularly shaped now because they got like a chunk of land from prehistoric times, and the dinosaurs have gradually like spread around the island and invaded the facility or something. But one way or another, let's just continue. What is this door to? Don't bother me. Just nothing of interest anywhere in the game, man.
What are you still doing here? Go get those devices.
Did you find those devices yet?
Boy, that was a laugh. Third Energy as the Final Weapon by Edward Kirk. If the third energy reaction exceeds the critical point, it evokes the overload phenomenon. When this happens, we can't control it. The huge amount of energy creates chain reactions and begins to disintegrate the surrounding air. The ensuing explosion will vaporize anything in the near vicinity. If we could control the area where the overload occurs, the third energy will literally become the ultimate weapon. The power of the weapon depends on how much energy we can restrain before the explosion occurs. In other words, the capability of the stabilizer is the key to everything. The third energy was supposed to be the project of the development policy, create the basic power source for the permanently stationed weapon. If we change the policy of the project here and now, this government will be able to obtain the most deadly destructive device in the world. However, our current budget is completely out of the question. You'll find my estimate of the budget in the next chapter. Please review and consider. I haven't even mentioned that I think it's weak writing, the lack of specificity, that they always refer to it as like this country and your organization, when it make a lot more world building sense and have a lot more relevance if they specified what country it was they were talking about. I mean, they're speaking English and not with British accents, so presumably it's either Canada or the United States, right? What are the choices? Just say who it is. Presumably we don't need to do this because we're going to do the part storage room. Okay, part storage room on B2. That is our destination. And we are not that far away, so we're fine. What do I have equipped? It's just a long corridor. I'm going to try to run. What was that? We like both fell down. Regina, get up. Run. Run faster. I literally don't know what happened. We were like both pushing on each other. Alright, we have sat through a bunch of cutscenes, and the cutscenes in this game I don't think are skippable, so I'm gonna divert real quick and save. Though actually, this is where we need to be to rewrite the ID card anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. Oop, nope. Okay. This was the first digits of pi, 31415. Fingerprint data. Okay, we have a forged Dr. Kirk ID card, an objective which now no longer makes sense because we have actual Dr. Kirk, so presumably if he's in our custody, we could just say, give us your ID card, we need it, because we're starting the third energy generator. But whatever, we had to do a big elaborate puzzle anyway. Okay, so I don't think we need anything out of here, but let's just loot it anyway. Like, here's a cabinet. That's a neat camera angle, viewing her through the window. Oh, hello. GG. Okay, so we won't have to reload the grenade gun. That is actually excellent. Let's do that. GG custom. Still looks the same. Okay. Actually, let's just keep that equipped. If we were coming up on Therizinosaurus, I would use the poison darts, but since it's raptors, I think I'm going to try to use grenades. We'll do this Jill Valentine style. Use the grenade gun. Okay, now, the only room up here... Well, we've been into all the rooms, but now we have the A key card. So there's like a sub-room of this western room that we can get into, I think. But I'm pretty sure there are going to be raptors out here. Probably blue ones. Let's See how your turning radius is. Yes. Fine, fine. Stay out there, I'll be back. I've got so many plugs. That's the bloody note we found. Shotgun parts. Parts such as the foregrip and barrel upgrade for the weapon to a SPAS 12. This is low-key a Jurassic Park reference because the weapon that the gamesman Robert Muldoon in Jurassic Park uses is a SPAS shotgun when he gets eaten by the raptors and says, "Clever girl." That is this shotgun. Okay, so presumably this is the parts storage room? Shelves used to store the assembled prototype parts. Yes. And can we take them? Assembles the parts of the generator. In necessary weightless environment, it appears that the critical parts of the generator can be assembled here. Okay, but I came here for whole parts. Planning disk is required to open the... Oh, wait, I have a planning disk. Hold on. A critical part to the initializer. Okay, but I thought we weren't doing the parts assembly. I thought that we were doing retrieve the completed parts. Okay, we've got other destinations marked, but I'm pretty sure those are just, like, auto-marked because we have the keycard for them now. But I'm not sure. Okay, we did that. So if we need all the parts anyway, then the Gale plan and the Rick plan are the same. We've never used these bullets before. Imagine doing this without the laser fence. Oh my goodness. That's every bullet I have for that gun. It does feel more powerful. It sounds more powerful. We good? Okay. I remember there was something else that we needed the planning disk for. Uh-oh, I'm not sure what the pass for this is. Though there was something about taking the code we needed for something and splitting it in half and adding a 0. So how would you do that? 1, 2, 0? No, see, I think that was referring to a 6-digit code, because splitting it in half then would give you 3 and you'd add a 0. So what is the 6-digit code? That's what we need to look for. These are just models, right? Are you anything? Parts of some sort are stored in the case. Okay, but I guess we can't open it yet. Okay. Let's go back to that previous room that had a puzzle that I said I didn't think we would need to do and skipped. Let's see if we can make anything out of that. We found one set of stabilizer parts, and there were a total of 6 parts we needed, I think. Notice, preparing the stabilizer and the initializer. Make sure these 2 devices are ready in time for the experiment. Each of these 2 devices consists of the following 3 parts. 6 parts are needed in all. Separately stored in the experiment room, the design room, and the part storage room. I think these are these 3 rooms that we've just gone and visited. Right. But we've got a lot more parts we need. Okay. What are we doing? There's some other clue we need. There was a button on the wall back here, I think. This is the wiretapping device that they referred to in those secret messages to each other, the previous researchers, when they said that they'd put a wiretapping device in here to automatically record audio. So if we can listen to the audio of the code that he entered.
My only concern regarding the new generator is the stabilizer. It functions perfectly under nominal conditions, but it's still a problem under certain conditions. Look, with the generous budget, personnel, and facilities at your disposal, shouldn't you be able to solve that problem? Once complete control can be established, we will literally have the power of a god at our disposal. And it will all be attainable if you cooperate with me. The power of a god. How could I refuse?
That's high. It started out mid. It was like mid, high, 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 mid, low. Nope. No, we've got to go back to mid at some point. Now, how do we get low again? Wait, that might be it. We need to travel one further. It's like we need to travel around the outside and back in. Three, 6, 7, 204. That's it. 3, 6, 7, 204. And now we're going to have to break that up into 2 for the other passcodes. All right. Core parts 1. Okay, we've got 3 different parts, so we need 3 more. Protect parts, core parts, core parts. Anything else? You all are locked. I think this hallway is repopulating with raptors. I think this is a crisis of infinite dinosaurs. I think there are more raptors in this hallway every time we come back. Alright, I got passcodes for everybody. Who needs a passcode? 3670 2040 0367. There we go. Alright, so we used 0367. The other one will be 0204. That's 4. That's 6. Okay. Now we need the parts assembly room. That was not this room. That was the other room. Yeah. This game is going to end like it began and was in the middle. Looking at key cards, figuring out numerical codes, collecting parts from lockers. That is the main action of the game. Okay, so we can assemble critical parts here. Does that mean we just start by using some of them? Like the core parts? Yes. Oh. Is that right? Is that what we're doing? Okay. That's one. Oh no, all the way around. This is a silly puzzle. This is silly. What are we doing? Oh. Are they going to make me do both again? The first one was assembled. It said complete. To punish me, the machine has disassembled it. Alright, I feel like we got lucky that time. That was a much easier pattern. Stabilizer? Where's the initializer? Okay. Don't jerk me around like that. I thought we'd lost it. Stabilizer, initializer, ID card. I think we have everything we need to complete this game. I don't understand, I guess, why they weren't in the part storage room the way that Rick said they were going to be. Oh wait, Rick was advocating for assembling all these parts. It's Gale who was saying it's those rooms back past the Therizinosaurus. That was the other option. That's what I'm missing, is that these destination doors are different. That would be a real dino run, to run through all of those dinosaurs. This was much safer than that. Let's save. We're not doing any 0G puzzles again. Oh, Regina, let's go, girl. We can make it. You know, this is actually more like Jurassic Park the book, because in Jurassic Park the book, they do get a rocket launcher at one point and use it to explode some raptors. Like, literally blow them to pieces. Which is a thing that doesn't actually happen in the Jurassic Park movie. Do you think that Shinji Mikami read Jurassic Park when he was making this game? These guys are in here. I'm not actually totally sure where Rick is at this point.
Did you find those devices yet?
What are you still doing here? Go get those devices.
Alright, I just thought it made sense to report in. Okay, now before we do all this, I know that there's a specific order we have to do things in, so let's go find this manual and skim through the manual again. One, prepare to activate the generator by operating the main panel on the upper floor of the control room. I think that's this. Move to the B3 area of the generator to set an initializer. Okay, downstairs, initializer. Operate the panel near the initializer. Move to the B2 area to set a stabilizer. So, upstairs, stabilizer. Activate the generator. Go back to the control room on the lower floor. So we're going upper control room, lower, upper, lower. And the doctor has to be present. Now let's use his card. Cannot be used. Okay.
Power for generator is connected. Announcement. Please place the initializer and the stabilizer in the generator.
Okay. Initializer, outstairs and down. The best shots in this game are like running down long railings and hallways, because the moving camera really does feel neat. That feels like a cinematic thing that Resident Evil could not do. Now I need to operate the control panel down here. Oh yeah, isn't this the thing referred to as the inhale shaft in that one document we read? Wait a second. The text is fuzzy. That looks like it says satin shaft? Satin shafire? At this point, Capcom had to know that these games were going to be released in English, right?
Warning. Third energy output is approaching critical point. Cease operation immediately.
Oh, now they're going to cutscene me back.
Danger. Third energy output is approaching critical point. Attempting to compensate.
Okay, Regina. Adjust the power output to maximum.
Here goes. Just remember there's no turning back once it overloads.
Then we won't look back. Crank that sucker and go out with a boom.
Danger. Generator has surpassed safety parameters. Third energy overload in progress. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. All personnel evacuate immediately.
The ceiling! Move it!
Oh, jeez.
What was the point in saving me? How pathetic.
If you can barely hear the dialogue over the timpani, you are not alone. Alright, so we want to go back to that room, right? Yeah.
Okay. Just get Kirk. Hurry.
Take it easy, Gale.
No. Take this. Tagged him with transmitter.
Gale. Gale.
All right. The overload levels are increasing. Just a little more. Looking good. Gale, what happened to him?
I don't know, but Kirk's gone.
I'm gonna kill him! This is it. All that's left is our escape. Let's go.
Wait, what about Kirk?
What about it? It's a miracle we're still alive at this point. Forget about it.
Don't forget the mission. You're not here to babysit.
Sorry, but I have a conscience. I'm taking you back, now.
No. You two get going. I'm going after Kirk.
What? You're insane! Don't you remember our situation? The third energy can't be controlled anymore. Staying here any longer is suicide.
I know. If I'm not back in 30 minutes, you two make your escape without me.
Hey, do something!
What will you do? Choose the idea you wish to follow. Gale's idea: put priority on the mission and go after Dr. Kirk. Rick's idea: ignore your duty and go after your comrade. See, I feel like I would ignore my duty, however, I'm not a soldier in whatever organization this is, for whichever country this is. I'm gonna try to be brave. We're gonna go for the good ending, where everybody lives. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Never done it before.
Kirk must be after the stabilizer.
Why did you let him go?
I'm finally beginning to understand him. He's a professional, first and foremost. It's the only way he operates.
You're right. And it's up to me to do my part as well. I'll make sure everything's ready to go as soon as you get back.
Okay. Yes, we want to exit back into the rest of the facility. Okay, for the first time, I'm going to save in a different slot because I think we just made a really momentous decision, and I really want to see if we can get the good ending. And in case I made the wrong choice. The first time I played this game, I got one of the mixed endings. Okay, I hear something big. If ever there was a time to use these dang poison darts. There we go, that's all of them. Yes. Give me another one. Oh, I was hoping... I'm always disappointed that you cannot mix the multiplier with poison darts. Okay, now we can work with something. Six anesthetic dart Ls, that's pretty good. But we do need them to be L++s. Will that get them there? I think it will. Yep. Okay, let's use 2 of the L++s. And also, if ever there were a time to bring along spare resuscitations, now is it. Port transport passageway. Okay, so over here is like a back door to the port. This whole door, it can't be opened, okay. This looks fun, you get to ride in a little room. It's kind of a ride. Heliport. Whee! Yeah, okay, the pulse receiver is telling us to go to the same destination port. Point, something. Alright, so backup helicopter with a drop tank? Is that what that is supposed to be? Well, I mean, now's an emergency, so... I'm sure it'll be something dumb like a rocket booster on the bottom of it. Alright, let's actually go after Dr. Kirk and Gale now. Taking that, please.
You got your man, Gale.
Yes, he seems to have made it his mission to make my life miserable.
Gale, I found a heliport on the way here. Our escape will be quicker if we use it instead.
Fine. Thanks for the disc, Doc.
Disc?
Where's Rick? Get Rick in here.
The doctor's being secured, and Gale's doing fine.
Glad to hear it, but I've got bad news. The hovercraft was destroyed by the T-Rex.
Don't worry about it, Rick. There's a chopper here we can use to escape.
Got it. I'm heading over right now.
That's what I want to hear. One last plug. Okay. Great. Sure will. Oh man, this is some gore shadowing if I ever saw it. So are we just waiting for him? I don't want to touch the helicopter because I'm afraid it'll, like, lead to an ending where we take off without Rick.
That T-Rex is right behind us.
There he
We
is.
got to get out of here fast.
Hey, buddy.
Rick, faster!
Aww.
Now!
He's kind of sad. Faster, faster, faster would be better. Oh lord, he coming. I'm shooting him. I'll do it. What else am I saving ammo for? GG. It's like a cartoon nuclear bomb.
That dinosaur just doesn't give up.
He's still after us!
I'm gonna flash fry that dino dodo.
Roll credits. Alright, I think we've got a wrap-up epilogue coming where they tell us who lived and who died. Alright, so not bad. You know, it wouldn't be a survival horror game if you didn't end it by flying away in a helicopter. there still was nothing in the back half of the game that added any interest to the story. I mean, it kind of played out like you expected it to. We caught Kirk, Kirk escaped. We caught Kirk, Kirk escaped. Then we flew away. It's not a very long game, so I don't know if I'm advocating for like making it shorter, but it just kind of needed a little something more to it. I think some outdoor segments would have been really interesting. Even if it was in a limited way, you know, you're behind fences or just running down the beach and you can't go into the jungle. I know that originally they planned to do jungle scenes in this game, and they just couldn't make the technology work. I know that. Which, you know, for your first fully 3D environment game without static backgrounds, it makes sense to do basically an office building where it's all square corridors and doors and glass cases and stuff, but I still kind of wish they could have made the jungle work. Or else have a little bit of both. Have the jungle be static backgrounds. You really could mix fully 3D backgrounds and static backgrounds, I think, as long as the technology works to do that, that you can do both. Shinji Mikami.
You have mail. The final report of Operation Dr. Kirk. Agent name, Regina. Dr. Kirk. Status, recaptured.
We have recaptured Dr. Kirk, who is currently negotiating future experiments with the military high command.
Gale. Status, alive.
Gale did survive, but he is seriously injured and is currently recovering at our military medical facility.
Rick. Status, alive.
Rick is currently analyzing the data that was recovered from Ibis Island.
Regina. Status, alive.
As for myself, I'm ready to begin my next assignment.
Tom. Status.
Oh, everybody except
deceased.
Tom.
Tom was attacked and killed by a giant reptile that was inhabiting the island. He will be missed.
Cooper. Status, unknown.
We lost contact with Cooper at the beginning of the mission and have not heard from him since then.
Mission complete.
That's right, 30 saves. That's me. That's me. Alright, I think that's the good ending. Everybody that could live, lived. I'm assuming we can't save Cooper since he died in the poor opening cutscene.
Instructions.
However, you could have done more. Get out of here. I guess they just mean there are other endings to get. Excellent, you got mad skills! Exclamation point, exclamation point. Dino Crisis. Look at Regina, she wears leather even when she's off the job. You've obtained a new costume. Use this save data in your next mission. Oh good. Booty shorts and red leather corsets. This is a video game from the 90s. Alright, we're saving back in the main slot. That was good. Actually, no. Let's save in the second slot. So that if I just wanted to look at the other endings, I could. I don't think we're going to do it on stream. I don't think they'll differ that much. Dino Crisis, that's it. It was a little rough there for a bit. It kind of turns into a drag, but you heard me talk about it. I've complained enough. I think overall it's a pretty good game. It's such an odd mixed bag. It could have been more, and I really think it's ripe for a remake. They could do so much if they put this in the modern RE engine. If they added some outside environments, some jungle to work through, it could be really, really outstanding. I really wish they would revive this franchise and actually do something with it. For now, we're going to do one more thing. So my copy of Dino Crisis is one of the early copies. And if you look... Well, let's see. If you look, it actually says that it's 2 discs down here. Bonus includes Resident Evil 3 Nemesis demo disc. This is a disc that I have never put into my PlayStation before, but I'm kind of curious. Let's try the Resident Evil 3 demo and see what happens. Hopefully the audio does not desync or anything. This is also ultimate proof that that's the real machine behind me. I'm not on an emulator. It sure does. This is about 6 months before Resident Evil 3 came out. There's also a Dino Crisis demo in the Resident Evil 3 package, but I think that would be less interesting because Dino Crisis was out by that point, so presumably there are no differences. Trial version. Normally in the regular game, I play hard mode. I'm gonna play hard mode when we play it on stream, so let's do easy mode.
Resident Evil.
It all began as an ordinary day in September. An ordinary day in Raccoon City. A city controlled by Umbrella. No one dared to oppose them, and that lack of strength would ultimately lead to their destruction. I suppose they had to suffer the consequences of their actions, but there would be no forgiveness. If only they had had the courage to fight. It's true that once the wheels of justice begin to turn, nothing can stop them. Nothing. It was Raccoon City's last chance, and my last chance. My last escape.
Boy, those pixelated static images feel like a step back, don't they?
Preparing to drop off at area E95070. Over.
What are they?
Okay, I think that's the same. I think that intro cinematic is the same. So they were done with that 6 months ahead of the release of the game. Alright, on easy mode you start out with an assault rifle and a first aid box. That's excellent. I don't even know what control screen we're on. Let's see. Oh, no time. Oh, that one behind me went turbo. Excuse me. Can I turn around? What's the turnaround button? Was that it? That's all that's in it? Uh-oh. I can't press any other buttons. I can't get out. Oh, no. What was that? It was like loading for a very long time. Press the R2 button aimed directly at objects. Press the run button while retreating. Okay, that's different than Dino Crisis. Okay, that's what I needed to do. Let's go.
September 28th, daylight. The monsters have overtaken the city. Somehow, I'm still alive. Okay, we've got to get out of here.
What? What do you think you're talking about? I just lost my daughter out there! How dare you tell me to go back outside?
I'm sorry about your daughter, but there isn't gonna be any rescue. We have to get out of here!
No! I'm not going anywhere! I'd rather starve to death in here than be eaten by one of those undead monsters! Now leave me alone!
I mean, I can respect it. You do you, you know. Jill says, somehow I'm still alive. Like, somehow, maybe because you're holding an assault rifle, girl. I guess we need to use this so that we can get it out of our inventory. Magnum bullets? Oh my lord. Okay, well, this is gonna be fun. Guess we'll just use all this stuff now. Look at the bullets! This is crazy. This is insane. Alright, what do we want? Assault rifle, magnum? Stick with the assault rifle for a bit. Okay, so easy mode is less survival horror and more action movie. More like is it Uwe Boll who did the Resident Evil movie? Can't remember. More like the Resident Evil movies. Jill moves slightly faster than Regina does. The controls feel a little smoother. Do I have a shortcut to the map? That's pretty fun. I'm used to the red door being the place you need to go to at Dino Crisis, and in this, I forget, it's a locked door. Whoops. At this rate, I'm not going to need green herbs. Oh, that sounds like something. All right. All of Uptown.
Get away!
That was a tough one.
Brad, hang in there. Why isn't someone doing something about this?
I didn't know you were still alive, Jill. The police aren't trained for this kind of situation. What could they do? Listen, he's coming for us. We're both gonna die.
What are you saying?
You'll see. He's after STARS members. There's no escape.
Back out the way we came and head north, I guess? Nah. Oh, I don't have oil. I'm not sure I even need to use the explosive barrel, but I might as well. Oh, yes. Some red herbs that I do not need. All right. Yeah, where have we not been? Oh, is the blue telling us where to go? The blue glowing room? Where we came from originally. Oh, here we go. Look at all those bullet casings. Excuse me, sir. There we go. Can we dual wield the shotgun? Alright, now what's the fastest way back? Actually, I may not have unlocked this door up here, so back up left. Yeah, this feels basically the same as the finished game. This feels just like Resident Evil 3. They must have been pretty much done with at least these early parts of the games, that far ahead of the game's release. I was honestly kind of hoping that there would be some more interesting differences that you could like tell little gameplay or interface or control differences, but not really. Other than the fact that I don't normally play on easy, so I don't normally have like piles of weapons strapped to my back. Left. I know that's a save room. Do I need a save room? Nah. I need a lockpick.
Jill!
Brad!
We've gotta... Jill! Help! No!
I mean, if ever I was actually gonna fight him, now is the time with all these weapons I've got. Just give me this. Well, he said, ugh, that's good. Oh, gotta get up again. Oh, okay, one of those buttons I just pressed was the map button. Can I go to my menu? Go ahead and use one of those. Run. I do not believe he is dead. It was empty. Okay, Erik. Erik, my dude. That's right. That's right. Alright, I'm not sure how far into Resident Evil 3 I actually want to play without just starting Resident Evil 3. So, because this demo feels exactly like the regular game, I think defeating Nemesis one time when I have like a pile of weapons is a good place to end. Let's stop there. So, this has been Dino Crisis and then the RE3 demo. We will get to Dino Crisis 2 eventually, I think. I've got it. It's right here behind me. But I am going to I'm going to continue the Resident Evil series in release order as kind of my main series of games. So I think next will be Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. So it'll look just like this for the first few minutes, but probably will have fewer weapons and it will be more actual survival horror. So hopefully you can join me then. Thank you for watching. See you next time.